This message doesn't reach crowds or seek curious onlookers. It only finds the soul that carries an inner silence. Stop now for a moment and don't treat this as just another video playing before your eyes. Listen as if something ancient within you is awakening. I won't prolong empty words, so I'll let the question arise directly from the center of my being. Do you need me? Or will you move on as so many do every day? If you don't need me, you can go. But if you decide to stay, listen carefully, because perhaps today you will hear what your soul has awaited for many lifetimes. Remain and you will feel my presence. In this time when everything rushes and nothing waits, people chase money, success, applause, and validation. But when the heart breaks and the soul feels hollow, where do you go? You return to me. You cross your days like a rushing river towards the ocean. And yet when night falls, your chest remains thirsty. I see your routine, one commitment after another. A smile offered to the world while your own tears remain hidden in the dark. They ask if you are well, and you answer yes, even though you are tired inside. You scroll through the screen trying to fill a void that won't be filled. You lie down, but your mind won't quiet down. Tell me truthfully, how many nights have you murmured in silence if I am really here? And in all of them I answered, even if you didn't realize it. When you fell, I gave you strength to get up. When you felt alone, I placed someone in your path to hold your hand. When everything seemed lost, I became that gentle voice saying, try again, don't give up. You called it coincidence, but it was me, always me. And here's what hurts to admit. You remember me in pain, but forget me in joy. The one who sustains you in the early hours is left aside on sunny days. My child, I don't accuse you, I remind you, because you don't need to look for me in distant temples or empty rituals. I dwell within you, in your courage, in your love, in your kindness. But you cover me with fears, doubts, and searches that never complete you. So I ask again, do you really need me? If so, then tonight before you sleep, say my name sincerely, without asking for miracles or anything. Riches, only peace, and I promise you will feel me in your heart. Not tomorrow, not just any day, but today. I see the nights when sleep doesn't come and the mind relives betrayals, harsh words, failures that wounded deeply. You demand strength from yourself while asking why always you. Listen carefully. When someone betrays you, it's not the end of your worth. It's my way of distancing myself from those who couldn't walk with you in the future. When you fail, it's not destruction. It's protection against a path that was never meant for your soul. When loneliness tightens its grip, it's not a lack of love. It's an invitation to look inside and finally realize me waiting silently in your own heart. Remember that time when everything seemed against you, and yet you continued, that moment when it seemed like the end, and life offered another chance. Where did that strength come from? It was me, always me. The world measures success by applause. I measure it by the firmness of your heart. The world celebrates your victories. I remain there for your falls too. The world is silent before your silence. I hear even what you don't say. So why still doubt? Why chase after everything while ignoring the one who never stopped chasing after you? When was the last time you fully trusted me without reservations, without conditions? Today, as you close your eyes, do something simple. Take a deep breath, place your hand on your chest and whisper, "Stay with me, Krishna." Feel the warmth, the calm. This is me. Repeat this for 3 nights and see your sleep become lighter. Your worries diminish, your heart rest. Because when you invite me, I don't arrive empty. I bring peace, courage, and a love that the world cannot steal. Dear soul, share which moment in your life made you realize that yes, Krishna is truly with me, because your story may be exactly the hope someone needs right now. And my children, listen to me with open hearts. If you have walked burdened with problems, if difficulties seem to multiply with each step, don't think this happens by chance. Often, the pain persists because you have closed the door of your life to me. Not because I have stopped loving you, but because you chose to fight alone, trusting only in the limited strength of the mind and ego. I have always been by your side, waiting only for a gesture from you, an opening within you to act. When suffering repeats itself, it is a sign that the path needs to be reviewed. Do not condemn yourself, do not blame yourself excessively. Observe yourself honestly. How many times have you insisted on decisions that you knew were not fair? How many times have you nurtured fear, anger, or attachment, believing that this would protect you? These burdens were not made for you. They obscure your vision and distance you from your true essence. Let me enter into your heart, your life, not as a distant idea, but as a living presence in your daily choices. When you allow me to walk with you, I reorganize what is confused, strengthen what is weak, and bring clarity where there was only doubt. I don't remove challenges immediately, but I teach you to overcome them with wisdom, courage, and discernment. The right path is not the easiest, but it is the one that leads to inner peace. Understand, my child, difficulty is not punishment, it is teaching. It comes to break illusions, to free you from false paths and lead you to your true purpose. When you trust in me, you stop acting only on impulse and begin to act consciously. The inner chaos quiets down, and what seemed impossible begins, little by little, to find order. Surrender your worries, your hidden fears, your silent struggles to me. Do not hide from me what shames you, for I already know your heart. Allow me to place you on the right path, the path of righteousness, truth, and just action. In Him, even when there is pain, there will be meaning. Even when there is a fall, there will be learning. Remember, you were never alone. It was you who, at some point, stopped listening to my inner voice. Today, I call you again. Open your heart, trust, and walk. When you let me guide your steps, life ceases to be a burden and becomes a process of awakening. If your life has been marked by constant conflicts, losses, delays, anxieties, and a feeling that nothing flows as it should, it is because you have been walking away from your spiritual center. Not away from me, for I never leave, but away from inner listening, away from true surrender. When man tries to control everything alone, when he believes he knows what is best at all times, he tires, becomes frustrated, and gets lost. The difficulty often arises from the resistance to trusting. How many of you wake up every day already gripped by fear of what is to come? How many carry the past as a weight, reliving old pains, mistakes, guilt, and regrets? As long as your gaze is fixed on what has already passed or anxious about what does not yet exist, your soul will remain restless. I call you to the now, for it is in the present that I act. It is in inner silence that my guidance manifests. You say you ask for help, but you continue making the same choices. You say you desire change, but you fear abandoning old habits, old thoughts, and old companions that no longer uplift you. Understand, my child. I cannot put you on the right path if you insist on remaining where your soul already knows it shouldn't be. Transformation begins when you have the courage to let go of what binds you, even if it hurts. I don't promise you a life without challenges. The path of awakening has never been free of trials. But when you truly allow me into your life, trials cease to be a cause for despair and become instruments of growth. I teach you to act without attachment to the outcome, to do what is right without expecting applause, to remain firm even when the world around you seems to crumble. Many of you suffer because you live in conflict between what you feel and what you do. You know what is right, but you choose what is easiest. You know which direction to follow, but you let yourselves be carried away by the fear of losing, by immediate desire, or by the opinions of others. This fragments the soul. I come to restore this unity within you, to align thought, word, and action. Let me guide your steps. This requires humility. It requires recognizing that not everything can be resolved by force, haste, or control. There are battles that are won with silence, patience, and faith in the process. When you trust in me, you learn to wait without despair and to act without inner violence. Look at your difficulties with new eyes. They did not come to destroy you, but to awaken you. Each obstacle reveals where there is still attachment, pride, fear, or illusion. I do not remove these challenges because they are teachers in disguise, but I walk with you, strengthening your spirit so that you do not give up halfway. Do not compare yourself to others. Each soul has its time, its journey, and its lessons. When you compare yourself, you forget your own mission and feed envy, frustration, or inferiority. Turn inward. There is my voice, calm and constant, showing you the next step, not the entire path. Learn to trust step by step, my child. When you let me into your life, I don't just organize the exterior, I transform your interior. Peace begins within and then reflects outward. Circumstances change because your consciousness has changed. The right path doesn't appear as a sudden miracle, but as a clarity that grows day by day. Get up even when tired. Continue even when afraid. Trust even without understanding everything. I am with you in every fall and in every new beginning. When you decide to walk with me, pain ceases to be the end and becomes a passage. And, little by little, you realize that you were never lost. You were only learning to return home to your essence, to the truth that has always lived within you. My children, listen to my voice that echoes in the silence of the heart. I will place you in a direction where your eyes will begin to see beyond appearances. It will not be a path chosen by chance, nor shaped by the fleeting desires of the world. It will be the path of your calling, the one that your soul already recognizes, even when your mind still resists. In this direction, you will understand why so many struggles have reached you and why so many doors have closed. Nothing was in vain. Everything has led you to this moment of decision. By guiding you along this path, I will make you stronger, not through harshness, but through awareness. True strength does not come from imposition, but from self-mastery. I will teach you to remain firm when fear tries to paralyze you, to keep your heart steady when doubt arises, and to move forward even when there is no applause or recognition. The firmness I place in you comes from truth, and truth sustains those who do not flee from it. In my ways, you will learn that not all haste comes from me and that not all silence is absence. There will be times when it will seem that I have distanced you from people, places, and plans. Do not rebel. I distance you. What weakens you will strengthen what truly matters. I will remove false supports so that you may learn to rely on that which is eternal. I will train you in discernment. You will know when to speak and when to be silent, when to advance and when to wait. You will no longer act on impulse, but on conscience. The world will call you slow, but I will make you precise. The world will pressure you to yield, but I will make you firm. When you walk in my ways, you don't need to prove anything to anyone, for your peace will be your testimony. Many think that following me means losing one's own will. They are mistaken. I do not erase your essence. I reveal it. In me, you discover who you truly are, without masks, without illusions, without fear of being faithful to the truth. The more you align yourself with me, the stronger you become inside, and the less external chaos dominates you. My child, the direction I lead you will require renunciations, but it will give you meaning. It will require discipline, but it will give you freedom. It will require courage, but it will give you peace. I do not promise easy paths. I promise true paths. And the truth sustains even in the darkest days. Trust. Even if you don't yet understand everything, follow. Each step in my direction will make you firmer, more aware, and more prepared to live that for which you were called. I am with you, guiding your steps, strengthening your spirit, and shaping your heart so that you may walk with righteousness, wisdom, and purpose. I will set you on a path that, at first, you may not fully understand. It will not be a path that pleases your ego, nor a comfortable route for your restless mind. It will be the direction of your calling, the one your soul chose even before your fears arose. In it, everything that seems confusing today will begin to make sense. The pains, the losses, the delays, and the falls will reveal their true purpose, to prepare you. By leading you on this path, I will make you stronger, but not according to the world's standards. I will not strengthen you to dominate others, but to dominate yourself. The strength that springs from me is silent, constant, and firm. It will sustain you when no one else understands your choices, when you are tested in silence, and when loneliness tries to convince you to give up. I will be there, shaping your character, refining your conscience, and guiding your steps. In my ways, you will learn that not every difficulty is a sign of error. Often, it is confirmation that you are progressing. The world resists those who awaken, for it prefers unconsciousness to truth. There will be days when you feel tired, questioning whether it is worth continuing. In those moments, remember, I did not call you to give up halfway. I called you to persevere. I will remove you from what distracts you from your purpose. People, habits, desires, and illusions will fall to the ground, not as punishment but out of care. That which does not sustain your evolution cannot walk with you. I do not remove out of cruelty. I remove out of love. Everything that remains is because it strengthens. Everything that departs is because it has fulfilled its time. I will teach you to be firm without being rigid, compassionate without being weak, decisive without being arrogant. True firmness is born from inner alignment. When thought, word, and action walk together, nothing easily shakes you. You will learn to act with righteousness even when no one is watching, to choose what is just even when the easy path is before you. In my ways, you will understand that blind haste and confused fear. I will teach you to wait for the right time, to recognize the exact moment to act. I will not make you fast. I will make you conscious. I will not make you noisy. I will make you profound. While many are lost trying to prove something to the world, you will learn to remain true to your essence. My child, I know how many times you have tried to be strong alone and failed. I know how many times you have promised to change and return to the same patterns. I do not condemn you for this. Each fall has taught you something, even if you do not realize it now. I do not reject you for your imperfection. I call you precisely because you are willing to grow. The direction I am leading you will require inner discipline. You will have to watch your thoughts, purify your intentions, and take responsibility for your choices. You will no longer blame the world, people, or fate. In my ways, you assume your role as co-creator of your own reality, and this will set you free. When you finally understand my calling, you will realize that it was never about escaping pain, but about maturing through it. It was never about having everything, but about being whole. It was never about pleasing others, but about living in truth. At that moment, you will feel a firmness that does not depend on external circumstances, a peace that is not broken by the chaos around you. Follow, my child. Even trembling, follow. Even without complete answers, follow. I am ahead, opening paths invisible to your eyes, strengthening your spirit and aligning your life with the purpose that brought you here. In me, you become stronger, firmer, and more aware. And, step by step, you will discover that the path I give you does not take you away from who you are, it returns you to yourself.